Action! Nice one!
Welcome to BrickTrains, and I'm Joey, and today we're going to look at set 1352, The Explosion Studio, which is part of the studio's theme. The Steven Spielberg movie studio maker was the original set that came out in 2000. It had a camera and computer software, and you can make stop motion videos and stuff. This was an add-on to that theme that came out in 2001, had 4 minifigures, 233 pieces, and it retailed for about $35. Yeah, so let's check it out. We got a sealed copy, and I'm not going to open my sealed copy. I also have the open copy that we've got built and a set of instructions right there. The 2000 catalog, which was in there, so this was last year's catalog. I know that probably confused some people. I'm not sure if there was a delay on when this was supposed to be released. It was not in. Let's see if it was in this catalog, because I guess there's some concern as to whether these were supposed to be released in 2000. The original set was released in 2000, but to my knowledge, all the subsequent sets, including this one, yeah, was not released until 2001. And yeah, here is another catalog, another 2000 year catalog that does not show this set. But it is kind of interesting that it still had this 2000 catalog in it. And from what I understand, this was in the later part of the 2001 catalog. It didn't start appearing in those catalogs until later. So you also got a mail-in thing for different items that you could purchase from, I guess these would be all Lego Shop at Home. Yeah, they called it Lego Direct back then. You got that, and then there was some sort of Gamer Pro, which I'm not real sure that was actually in it. Again, this was an open set, so this may have not been part of it. So let's get the empty box out of the way, or the sealed box out of the way, and let's take a look at the set. One of the things, let's look at the 4 minifigures. We got the director here. He's in a director's chair right there, Steven Spielberg, and he does have the back printing just like he does in all the sets. We also have a rent-a-cop somewhere, yeah, right here, little guy, no back printing or anything there. I'm guessing he's guarding the bank, and let me tell you, he's not doing a very good job. This thing here, I'll tell you what, it's rickety, but it's supposed to be rickety. We have the camera guy. The camera guy's pretty cool. He's got a little camera rig, little camera cart here. He's the same camera guy that we saw in a lot of the other studio sets. I'm just going to take this apart, break it. Again, we have the studio logo on the back, the regular studio front for a cameraman or grip or whatever, and we have our camera with the video cartridge, which does not stay in there at all. So we'll put that back on there so he can get the get the shot. I'll put that in the wrong spot, it'll be alright. Okay, so we got him getting a shot. Let's get this other paperwork out of the way, instructions out of the way. You also got 2 lights. This particular light here, let's get a close up on it, it's missing the little silver reflector. Again, this was a open set, and to be honest, that was the only piece that was missing. I was pretty happy about it. So, what else do we have? We have another camera that's on remote control up here. I guess it's signified by the red dot. We also have, for some reason, a pile of money on top of the roof. I mean, that's a pretty good place for a bank to hide their money, is on the roof. There we go. Here's that film cartridge again, always falling out of the camera. That's not a very good place for a remote camera. Alright, we're going to put that back on the roof easily. Easy. We also have a safe, which has 4 whole gold coins in it. Now that is probably worth something right there to a robber. And let's see, what else do we have? We got the lights, we got 3 of the minifigures. We've gone over 3 of the minifigures, haven't we? And we haven't gone over our robber. And he's on a 3-wheeler with a suitcase and a gun in hand. Now, interesting thing about this, in the pictures on the box and on the instructions, the outside instructions, it does not show him holding that gun anywhere. The same pictures on the front of the box. In fact, that gun is nowhere in the picture of this set. If you look at how to build minifigs, it does show him holding the gun on the 3-wheeler. I had to look at it. I had to go back and look and see, was the gun really part of the set, or was this something, you know, for a company that says they don't make weapons. Here we go, we have a gun in what is a very modern set that has nothing to do with anything historical or whatever. Anyway, he has his gun in mine set. So how does this work? I guess the robber, while he's riding his 3-wheeler away, will set off this dynamite that we have right here. We got our little tile, our 1x2 tile with dynamite. Alright, got 2 of those. Those were pretty popular, some of the sets. And then we got our plunger, our dynamite plunger. Now maybe that was supposed to be part of the behind the scenes. Maybe the director was supposed to call for the explosion, and it's not really the stunt man robber that's doing that. I don't know. So let's set up our scene. Let's get this going here. We got our guy driving off. We got the the police officer there guarding the bank, and we got our cameraman shooting the action. So what happened, and we also have this little plate. We'll talk about that here in a minute. What happened, this is all just kind of sitting here on tiles, right? It's all built up really rickety. And what you were supposed to do was create this scene with your Steven Spielberg movie maker software where the bank exploded. So I guess you can get the money off the roof and the coins out of the safe. So let's see that action. Are we ready? Steven, call it. Ready? Camera rolling, action. There it goes. Crash. That's not bad. Pretty well blew it up. Right in Steven Spielberg's face too. Maybe next time he should sit a little further away. So what do we got here? We have 2 pillars, right? And they're just sitting there. Let's kind of get everything straightened up here again. That light completely broken. Had the 2 pillars in the roof section, and then you had 4 windows with a tile on top, and they basically just set inside this plate with tiles. So the door would sit here in the middle. Oops, that's upside down. The door would sit here in the middle with your windows, and I'll be lucky to get that to not fall. You can see how precarious it is, right? And then that held up your roof. So set that over here. How this worked, made a gold coin. 1 gold coin got out of the safe. And of course we lost our movie. The whole scene got lost as it got flung out of the camera. So how did this work? Let's get this other stuff off here. What happened is I break it. It actually goes right there. You had 2 pneumatic plungers. They're not pneumatic, these are spring loaded. These are not pneumatic. Yeah, these 2 Technic spring shock absorbers or whatever. They're hinged down inside like that. Okay, and then you had this string that went over to the lever, the triggering lever, under some arch pieces, and then was tied into a brick on this side. And you pushed the pneumatic, not pneumatic, it's not air driven. You pushed your shock absorbers or whatever those are down, and they kind of clip down in there. Well, when the string was pulled tight like this, it popped those out. When those popped out, it lifted this base, or this plate, which had all the doors and windows and then roof section. But what you could also do as an alternate, look at this, lights are broken. These little blue clips right here, that little C clip, they are terrible. They have no clutch power anymore. So we'll get that sitting there. You could also take this piece here, and according to the instructions, you could put this piece here, and without his gun, you could lay him down, because somehow he's laying down with the suitcase, or his briefcase, on this platform after the bank has already exploded. And then you could activate it, the launcher, and we should see him fly pretty good. That's a pretty good action there. So, to be honest, this is pretty good playability as far as I'm concerned. This is pretty neat. I mean, that's a clever little design, and see if I can get him to stick like that standing up and get him to fly. Ooh, that was even better. So like I said, that's pretty good playability. I think it probably was going to move way too fast for the camera to catch it. You probably got a frame before, during, and after of the poor guy flying through the air, especially with the cameras that they were using back then, the little digital cameras. But all in all, it made this is probably one of my it's probably one of my favorite out of the studio themes. I mean, it's not right up at the top, but it's one that I think is pretty cool with the playability, the scenes. There's more you could do. You can obviously take this mechanism and build it into other things. So, all right, that is 1352. Explosion Studio. Came out 2001 with a bunch of the other studio sets. $35, 233 pieces, 4 figs. Not a bad value back then, really. So, thanks for watching. Okay, so for my fellow AFOs who think I make my comment contest question not too hard, but you know, they don't want to look it up on Google or whatever. So, what was the name of that set? First correct answer in the comments. And I know you two are the only ones that watched to the end. I'll pin you to the top.